jamming off a pal of Montana, G.O.D. I had it creamy while I'm cramming. I can't even lie. Hockey on the hexa, hella hellin', and these other little hoes can't stand it. She caking through the pajamas, slithering the DM light. What's poppin' with love, baby, tonight? I'm on this flight, then why? You been catting on me, y'all.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tyishae Nicole, and I'm back with another video. I'm not gonna make a very long intro today. I'm just going to get straight into what I'm gonna be talking about. Okay guys, so if you watched my video from last week, I was giving you guys an update on my life since I have been away from YouTube for quite a few months. And some of the topics in there, I said that I was going to be making separate videos for. So I got a lot of feedback from last week's video, from people that have been waiting on me to drop another video, from people that I haven't talked to since YouTube, and just, you know, just people in general that I may talk to on a daily but didn't know what was really going on with me these past few months. Give some tips to those who may have just recently broke up with their significant other and maybe need some tips on how to get over a breakup. I'm not a therapist, a doctor, nothing like that. I don't know. I just know what helps me, and maybe some of this advice given to you can help you guys as well. I don't want to make this video a bashing video. I don't want this entire video to really just be about him, because it's not what it is. Yeah, it's not nothing like that. I just wanted to give the story a little bit and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give him the name. What name can I give him? Bob. He's gonna be Bob, okay? Because I don't want to put his whole real name up. No. So Bob and I were together for 3 years. Bob was very flirtatious. I knew that getting into the relationship. I thought that I would be able to change him. Not necessarily change him, but, you know, kind of mold him into maybe what I wanted him to be, or what I felt like I deserved to be. And that's where I went wrong. You cannot change anybody, especially, I mean, you shouldn't want to change anybody. I mean, hey, I got in a relationship knowing that he was this way. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a, well, girl, you already knew how he was, so there's no point in that. You know what I mean? So he was very flirtatious. I looked past a lot of stuff, and like I said, this is not a bashing video, so it's not that at all. Like, I've had my problems in the relationship. You know, he used to call me insecure, say that he couldn't trust me just because I had a daughter before him, so he didn't trust the whole baby daddy situation and all that stuff. So it's not all fingers pointed towards him. But at the same time, when you've spent so much time with one person and you've like pretty much altered your life to where, you know what I mean? Like if you spend so much time with someone, you get to know them. And then it was a thing for me because my daughter, you know what I mean? My daughter is the best thing that has ever happened to me. And for me to really introduce her to another man besides her own father, and for me to allow you to even be a part of her life as well, that's something that means a lot to me, because nobody meets my kid. Like, nobody meets my daughter, bro. Like, nobody can sit here and say, oh yeah, you've only seen pictures of her. That's the only thing you will ever see, because I do not introduce my daughter to nobody. You know what I mean? So he was at work all day, and mind you, I wasn't working for like 9 months last year. Something I should have not done, but I did, just because when I get to thinking about stuff, it's like, okay, I'm about to find out, because I got a little tingle in my body that's saying something ain't right. Okay, so one day, and with me not working, I had a lot of free time, so I had time to do this stuff. So I was playing detective. I'm not gonna lie, I was playing detective. I was. So I think it was probably a week or two before this night, or that night, he was in the bathroom taking a shower. And see, with him, he would go in the bathroom, be in the bathroom for at least an hour and a half. He would get off work, go to the bathroom, use the bathroom, take a shower, be on his phone just for like an hour and a half. You know, I didn't really think nothing of it, because shit, whatever, you know. But that day I had went in there, and I think I went to use the bathroom, and he had told me to turn the song on his phone. He was in the shower. He told me to turn the song on his phone. I was like, okay, turn the song on his phone, and he got a notification from Facebook. Well, because I seen the notification from Facebook and it said a certain girl, or not a certain girl, but a girl's name, I was like, who the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Like, who the hell is that? So what I did is I went back to the room, got my phone, went to his Facebook and pulled up his friends and typed in her name. I know that sounds crazy, but I did it. I did. What can I say? I did it. Whatever. I did it. So I looked up her name and I was being nosy. Girl's not cute. I'm sorry. I give credit when due. I do not like, I will always give credit when due. If you're pretty, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to compliment you. I'm gonna say so. But if you are not, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. She was not cute. I feel like she may have had potential, but she wasn't cute. No ma'am. No ma'am. No ham. No turkey. No. So, and that's what made me even more mad. So I was going through her stuff. Of course, I didn't see any of like her statuses or anything. It was like all her pictures and stuff, and I guess her stuff was private to people who aren't her friends. So on all her pictures, damn near all her pictures, it showed Bob's name, liking them. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm not really tripping on likes, whatever, like who cares? But I dug a little bit deeper. I would click on the picture. I had clicked on the pictures that he liked, and there was a comment under one of her pictures where he said, and I quote, "looking real beige." And if I remember correctly, it said 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago was Easter. We went to Texarkana to his family. They always order this like little, or rent out this little house thingy or whatever where they can barbecue and have parties at and stuff. We were there all weekend, had games, had so much fun, bro. Like, it was so fucking fun. Like, I was just in a happy place. I had fun. I had my daughter. I had my man. Everything was good. So the fact that that was 3 weeks ago, the time that we were together, like, really, like, that shit just rubbed me the wrong way, bro. Like, it really did. So when I seen that, I instantly was like, no, this nigga didn't. No, the fuck he did. It's one thing to like a picture. I don't give a fuck. That's what Instagram's for. If he had an Instagram, I had an Instagram. I'm liking pictures too. Who gives a shit? But when you take the time to really sit there and comment under somebody's picture, especially if it's your homegirl who you're telling me don't worry about, you ain't got nothing to worry about with none of these bitches and blah, blah, blah. But you're commenting that she looks beige? Excuse me, but I could have sworn I was bae. She don't look like me. So I was just confused. So I kept that shit in. I kept it in. And it was the hardest thing to do ever. The hardest, because when I find something out, I am the type of person that is going to bring it to your attention right then and there. That very minute, that very second. I'm not gonna sit there and wait until it's too old, but I did. Because I knew if I had reacted right then and there about how, like, with the way that I was feeling, it was gonna be hell. So I chilled. I went in there, cooked, everything was good. Man, like, just thinking back on it, like, it was the hardest thing to do, because I would just sit here and look at him in disgust. Like, dude, you really out here doing this? You know what I mean? Like, are you serious? And then not only, fast forward to the night that this happened, he comes home from work. I'm acting cool still. I'm cool. I'm like, alright, you know, I'm like, babe, da, da, da. He goes right to the shower. Goes to the bathroom, takes a shower, whatever. I'm in the room, I'm chilling. I think I was watching a movie or something like that. He comes in, and I was like, so you're not gonna give me a hug or anything like that? And he was like, a hug, gave me a kiss or whatever, and we were just kind of like laying on the bed, like he was like holding me, kind of lay on the bed, and I was like, how was work? And he was like, you know, work was work, blase, blase, all that. And then I just kind of, like, knowing what I was about to say and knowing how his attitude was and how he was going to react to it, my heart started thumping. Not just beating, like it was like thumping out of my chest, because I already knew what the outcome was going to be. But I could not keep it anymore. I could not just allow him to just think that that was okay. Like, I couldn't do it. So my heart is beating, like beating so fast. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, so I have a question. Or I said something like that. I was like, I have a question, or I have something I need to ask you, or something I need to show you, or something like that. And he knew, he might not have known what it was specifically, but he knew that it was going to be something. I went through my phone. I pulled up her picture first, and I showed him. I was like, who is this? And I'm not gonna say her real name because I'm not even finna give her any clout. But he told me who it was, and I was like, who is that? And he was like, oh, that's just the homegirl from way back when. That was always his answer. I knew them from high school. We grew up together. We're cousins by marriage. It was always something like that. Always, bro. Like, just like, bro, like, it was always that. So I'm like, oh, okay. And when the way I'm talking and how I was kind of going like this is exactly what I did that night. I wasn't being rude. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't cussing. I wasn't nothing. I was calm as fuck. And I feel like that's what pissed him off even more. I don't know. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I slide over to the next screenshot, which shows what he commented under. And then I showed him, and I was like, so who is this? And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, who is that at the bottom? And he was like, he's kind of looked, and he was like, I was like, and what did you say? And then all hell broke loose. Really, bro? Really, bro? Yeah, really, bro, is exactly what the fuck I'm saying. What do you mean, really, bro? What are you doing calling somebody else bae? Like, saying that they look bae-ish and you have a whole girlfriend. Like, I never understood that. I would never. And when I say never, I mean never. I don't care what kind of fucked up shit I might have done, regardless of me having a baby with another man before you, and you not liking how I deal with that situation, or maybe I'm too friendly with him, or whatever the case may be. But I bet you, I would have never said any man and put it on social media or anything saying that they look bae-ish. For what? You look thirsty than a bitch. Like, and that's what I told him. Like, I was so mad. I was like, bro, you look thirsty, bro. You got a whole girlfriend. A whole girlfriend that you live with. A whole girlfriend that you live with and sleep in the same bed. We have made a whole living together. We have done this shit. And you're sitting here calling your homegirls and telling them they look all bae-ish and putting little smirk faces underneath their pictures and stuff. Like, really? So we're talking and everything and arguing and shit, and he could not seem to understand why I was so pissed off. So basically he was like, you know what? I can't do this. I don't want to be with you. I don't need a relationship right now. It's too stressful and blah, blah, blah. So me and my big crybaby ass, I'm crying because I already knew this was going to happen. But it's like, either way it goes, I lose. If I was to not say anything, then he was going to continuously do it. And then I was going to be hurt because I knew it and I couldn't say anything to him in fear that this was going to happen. And then if I do say something, we're going to break up anyway because he can't deal with me and I'm too insecure and all I care about is social media. That really irked my nerves. That was not the issue. That's where people mess up at. They feel like social media is the problem. No, social media is not the problem. The people on social media is the problem. You guys make social media a problem. It's not a problem. It's what you say on there. You know what I mean? Like, if he had and that's the thing, like, I don't care about my man having friends, female friends. I don't care. as long as you know what to and not to do. Point blank, period. I used to complain and complain and complain over and over and over and over again to him about stuff like that. Just don't do it. It bothers me. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you're a guy or vice versa, if your man or your woman is telling you this doesn't sit well with me, I feel uncomfortable, you know what I mean, and it's hurting their feelings, either you gonna want to be with them and change that shit to make a better life and future for you guys together, or you gonna not be with that person and keep doing what the fuck you doing because apparently that's more important to you than where your relationship stands or where your relationship goes. And that's how I looked at stuff. It wasn't about me being insecure. I was not insecure. I just it's all about the principle with me. Always, it's always been like that ever since I can remember. It's always been about the principle. The fact that I have told you that this is a problem, we came to an agreement that we're gonna start off on a clean slate, and you are still flirting with females that you want me to be cool with you having? Nah, bro, like, he can never ever say that I was ever under a man's picture on social media or anything like that, saying they look beige and putting heart eye emojis and stuff like that. Only person he can say that about is August Alsina, and I will put heart eye emojis under that nigga pictures all day, every day. All day, every day, every one of them. Yep. Like, of course I cried, because at that point in time, I don't think I cried really because he broke up with me, because that was probably like the 8th time he's broken up with me in 3 years. I have never broke up with him. I've always tried to stick with him through everything. Even when I felt like I should have been done with him, I stayed with him, but yet one little thing and he's done with me. Done. So I don't think that me crying that night was because he broke up with me. It was more so that I knew in my heart that I was finally done. Any other breakup, I would, of course, crying, like, I don't want to make it seem like I was begging, because I wasn't, but at the same time, I'm like, really, you really just gonna break up with me over this? Like, because I'm coming to you with a problem of something that you're doing and I don't like it, so you're gonna break up with me because you're tired of me arguing? What? Even when I came to him calmly that last time, even when I came to him calmly, I still got broke up with. Still. What, I'm supposed to sit up here and walk on eggshells with you and pick and choose what to and not to say to you? But if it's a problem to me, I feel like I should come to you. Remember, you started off as my best friend. We started off as talking as best friends. I used to tell him about my baby daddy and issues with him and everything. We started off as best friends, and then it went to a relationship. So I felt like if something is wrong and I have a problem with something, I should come to you. I can come to you and say something and we work on it. But he was not about that shit. So with me crying, I was more so crying at the fact that I knew I was finally done. And I finally reached my point. Like, I can't keep living like this. This is the person I wanted to marry eventually, And to know that if we sat up here and said I do to each other, 1 week later we get in an argument and now we're divorced. I'm not perfect. He wasn't perfect. Nobody is perfect. But you have to understand that with a relationship, communication is key. And everybody's gonna fuck up. It's not just niggas. And that really bothers me when females say all niggas do is fuck. Everybody, females and males, everybody fucks up. But you have to understand that's life, and the strong grow through it. Point blank, period. Everything, I got a bag, and I just packed a few clothes and stuff like that because I already knew what I was gonna do. I put a little bit of clothes in it, my toothbrush and stuff like that, and I left. So as I was about to leave, he was by the door and he was like, pretty much like, so you're about to leave? So you're leaving? And I'm like, why would I stay here? What is there's no reason for me to sit here and stay here when you just broke up with me again. Now I'm done and I'm leaving. That's just what it was. So I leave and he's like, well, when you get to where you're going, can you call me and let me know you made it? And I'm just like in my head, like, are you kidding me? No, I don't even want to talk to you, dude, like at all. So what I did is I went in my car, went to sleep in my car. I waited until he went to work the next day, and I went back into the house. I got all of my clothes. I got all of my daughter's clothes, all of our necessities, and I left, and I never went back. And I came to my mom's house. Are you about to use the microwave?
I didn't know it would be loud.
Dude, hurry up! All I hear is the microwave opening a little bit. Just really like looking back on everything. Everything happens for a reason. You, in order to grow and to understand how things work in life, you have to go through things. 20 years old when I got with him, I was young still. I'm still young, but in my heart, I feel like that was the one for me. Like, to just know that someone can be just so careless about your feelings even after you've given them 3 years of your life. Like, that is still like crazy to me. Like, how you can really just sit here and not give a shit about how I feel about something just because you do things out of spite, or because you just do it. You don't know why, you just do it. Like, what? Like, no, I know what I deserve. I know how I want to be treated. And if I'm getting nothing but less than that from any man, you gotta go. You have to go. You have to go. What I say is, you gotta go through shit in order to get through shit. You gotta go through shit in order to understand what life is and how things operate and how people operate. People switch up on a daily, literally. Like, you never. That's why I'm always so to myself, because whenever I finally give somebody me and give them a chance to really understand me and learn me, and in all ways, and you fuck up or you keep doing something that fucks with me, it's a wrap, bro. Like, honestly. And like I said in the beginning, this is not a bashing video. I know some people might see this video and think that I was tripping, like, girl, it's just social media. It's deeper than that. Like, I'm not gonna make any more. This is the last video I'm gonna ever talk about this, because it means it's over with. I don't want to talk about it anymore, but I just felt like, you know, letting people know a little bit about what I go through as far as, you know, relationships or just anything, period, and then me being able to help, like maybe give some advice, and it might help. You know, it might work for you. It may not work for you, but I don't want to talk about it ever again. Call me untrustworthy all you want to, but at the end of the day, he can never, ever, ever, ever say I was a bad girlfriend, ever. I was sitting here being a wife to a nigga who wasn't trying to be a husband. I was sitting here doing wifely things to a nigga who could not or did not understand that all I asked for is for him to talk to me and talk stuff out. So I really felt like I put in more. He may have done more financially. You're a guy. You're supposed to take care of your household. That's what you're supposed to do. But I felt like I did more as far as the relationship went. I cared more about the relationship than he ever did. Ever. It became more of like he was used to me. And say, I'm over it. I'm over it. I am finally over it. And I can say that with a smile on my face and be okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months ago, I would not be able to say that. I wouldn't be able to sit here and smile. I would probably be crying right now as I'm trying to talk about it. But I can really sit here and say that I'm okay. And the breakup is okay. There's no harm. I know what I'm worth and what I deserve. I feel like I should get that. Nothing less than that from me. Will I ever go back to him? No. No. You never want to go back to something. And that goes for people, a way of life, a job. You never want to go back to something that you left for a reason. If there was a reason that you left, or a reason that you stopped doing it, and it's a good enough reason and it bettered you, you never want to step back and go back. Never. Will we cross paths? Maybe. I don't know. Honestly, at this point, I don't really care, because now I'm moving on with my life. I'm doing what I have to do to better myself, be a better mother, like I said, and better my life. And I don't have time for that. No time at all. I gained some weight. I'm gonna let you know right now, because I was so stressed out. All I did was eat. Like, I felt comfort in food. I gained weight. Not saying that's a good thing. You should not eat for comfort. That's not a good thing at all. But you just gotta take stuff day by day, one day at a time. You're not gonna get over somebody the next day. It's gonna take time, and everybody's okay. Just point blank period. You have best advice that I can ever give to anybody is for you to pray. Pray, pray, pray. And you will be okay. It's okay. It's life. People are going to grow apart. People are going to, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and you have to love yourself first before you can ever love a man or a woman or whatever your preference is. You have to love yourself, and you have to stay close to God. Have faith that He got you, and you will always be okay. This stuff is temporary. Relationships, in my opinion, are temporary. I know that now. I see that now. And I'm talking about with any kind of relationship. Unless you have that mindset that I'm going to make this work with this person, and you get that reciprocated from the other person, y'all good. Y'all gonna be good. But if it's only one person wanting something so bad, it's never gonna work. And that's how my relationship was. Anywho, for my next video, I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a makeup tutorial. I just got a new palette. I got the, I don't even know how to say it, Huda Beauty or Huda Beauty rose palette, a rose gold palette. That's what I have on my eyes right now. Let me show y'all. That's what I have on my eyes right now. I mixed a lot of different colors, and I'm freaking obsessed with the way that it came out. I look so good. Hello. Yes. And this hair, this is a wig. Of course, I do wigs. I do not do sew-ins. Sometimes I haven't had a sew-in since I was in college, and that was like 5 years ago. So this is a wig I got from the beauty supply. And it's a synthetic wig. I only do synthetic wigs. I have my own real hair. I'm not gonna go buy real hair. So if I want fake hair put in, I'm gonna go get fake hair. So that's how I operate. So it's just a little curly wig that I just slapped on my head. Jacket, and so windbreaker jacket I got from, I believe it was Forever 21. I'm obsessed with it. I freaking love it. And it's so cute. And also, that's what I was gonna do. That's what I was gonna say. I am supposed to be doing a try on haul. I'm hoping to have it done sometime next month. My birthday is on the 16th. So I am going to be going shopping, and I'm hoping, I don't know what store I'm gonna do yet. It's either gonna be Forever 21 or Fashion Nova. I'm not really sure, or H&M, Fashion Nova, or Forever 21. I'm gonna do a try on haul, and that's gonna be fun because I've never done a video like that before, and I feel like it's gonna be hella fun. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for my next video, and I will see you guys then. Bye.